Hey, how's it going? I want to hit on a couple of things this morning. Hope you're having a good day. Hope you woke up excited and encouraged. And as we approach Thanksgiving, I hope you have a lot to be thankful about. I know I do. Even in the downturns, even in the times when things don't go so well. And that was one of the things I wanted to hit on. I asked a lot of the YouTube viewers, hey, you want to go on a journey with me to find out if Grant Cardone, is a real deal or a scam. And so, I started watching the videos, started, applying a lot of what he was saying because he has a lot of great common sense. Most of it makes me laugh, not in a bad way, just because, the way he presents it. So I really appreciate that. And then there's some very practical, stuff that, I don't know, I guess we get to be so nice sometimes. We're busy being nice. And every now and then you need that person in your life to say, what the heck are you doing? Why are you doing that? Why are you wasting time with that? Why are you so, why are you okay with being a loser? Why, I don't mean that in a super negative way. I think sometimes we just wake up and we give up before we've even gotten started. Several years back, and the reason why I brought that up is he related a story in real estate, probably with a lot of people, obviously hundreds of thousands most likely, across the U.S. when the whole banking industry went under, where his bank actually went under as well in the midst of a project. And that's the same thing that happened to me. And I had already, we'd gotten to the point where, man, we were just super blessed. I mean, it didn't feel like everything I touched turned to gold, but there was definitely a lot of that going on around me. And as you create that momentum, more good things start to come your way. As your mindset changes, and you sit there and think, wow, man, I've accomplished a lot more than I actually had planned this year. It's a great place to be, and it just motivates you to build yourself forward. It's much harder to do that when you're down in the hole a little bit. I'd still encourage you to do that, man. Get the right mental image, know where you're going. But then everything crashed. $6.5 million disappeared in what seemed to me to be just a short period of time. I mean, short being about a month and a half. I knew it was coming maybe a little bit sooner, but there's nothing to prepare for, and there was no what's next. I'd never been part of a bank failing before. I've never even heard of such a thing. So he relayed that same story, and I think there's, in that relatability, I reminded myself, who you are when that stuff goes sideways or when it goes wrong is who you really are. And the thing about it is when the vice, gets pulled down on you, everything goes, then you find out some truths about yourself that you may not have known. And the same way goes with money. I mean, once you amass a very large income, and I've heard people say it before, and I think it remains to be true, whatever you are before that money comes, it gets amplified. So, I'm a giver. I enjoy giving. I enjoy seeing people succeed. So those parts of my life expanded. So I was feeling pretty good about that. But then to watch it all kind of, comes crashing down, was really something. And so I just want to encourage you today, man, stay positive. If you got one of those train wrecks in your life, just get back in the game, get back in and try and figure out what's next, because you can do it. If you did it once, you can do it again. And that's what I kind of hung my hat on, was the promise that, hey, you became a millionaire from nowhere. That's my daughter looking at the window. And, and you can do it again. I mean, if you've been down that path before, you've learned some lessons, you hit your chin on the ground, and you can definitely learn it again. So, hey, I'm gonna go hang out with my daughter. I hope you have an awesome day and a great Thanksgiving.